Namaste Bharat. I am Dhuvari Vatsalendra, Senior Lawyer, High Court of Telangana. Everybody wants to know about stay orders, injunctions, and what are the remedies available under law to keep the other person from interfering anybody's or everybody's, be it personal life, be it properties, be it their house, neighbors, or using the common areas, or creating any sort of nuisance to anybody. There is a provision of injunction or stay order. Stay is refraining a person from doing any act which may cause disturbance to the other or may cause damage physically or the circumstances and the surroundings in which that person is living. Most of us interpret stay orders to be applicable only to the property matters or any other civil litigation and not matrimonial matters. As I am discussing about family codes and other provisions, I want to tell everybody that stay orders are permissible between the spouses too. Now, whenever there is a damage being caused to either the husband and wife, say physically, mentally, or because of the behavior of one of the spouses, the affected spouse can approach the courts of law for obtaining a stay or injunction. That is refraining a person from disturbing such person, the other spouse. When I tell you this, it is importantly when the affected party, the husband or wife, it could be even the husband sometimes affected. So not necessarily always it is the wife who is affected. It is also the husband who is affected. Such spouse can approach the courts of law showing all the circumstances, even the documentary or other evidences available with him or her, that if the companionship or living together or anything that is done by the spouse is affecting them or the child also. It also, remember, when I tell injunction is applicable between the spouses, it is also applicable to the child. The child also has to grow in a healthy atmosphere. In such circumstances, constant fightings and constant beating of the husband, creating a traumatic situation for the wife, will affect the child's healthy growth. In such circumstances, the wife may approach the courts of law that her harassment is equally subjecting the child which is growing under her mentally and its healthy growth is affected. Under these circumstances, she can avail the stay or injunction order from the court. In most of the matrimonial matters, when the wife approaches the courts of law for a decree of divorce, judicial separation, maintenance, or anything related to family issues, the first thing the father does is going and disturbing the child at the place of education or at the wife's house where the child is living peacefully with her, either to go and meet the child forcefully or take away the child forcefully, or creating a situation where it gives the wife an unhealthy atmosphere. This can also happen to the husband, where the child seeks to live or wants to stay with the father. The wife cannot forcefully enter the husband's house and forcefully take the custody of the child or disturb the child at the place of education. In certain cases, maybe hostels or etc., wherever the child is living. In these cases, it is important that we should, or everybody should be aware that the child should be well protected. As such, a stay order can be availed from the family courts. Now, because the dispute is between the family and the spouses, the stay order also is observed by the family courts. Equally, when the wife is staying with the grandparents or her parents, the husband should not disturb her peaceful living at her parents' house. Even under such circumstances, the wife can avail a stay order from the family courts. Equally, when the husband withdraws to stay with the wife and wants to stay with his parents because he is affected by the acts of the wife also cannot disturb him. As such, the husband also can approach the family court for availing stay orders. It is very important to state that in initial stages, when there is too much of difficult time, or if there is a forceful act between the spouses, both of them can approach the police first. If the police does not protect them, they can always approach family court, which is a smoother way. Once the spouses approach the police, things between them worsen and there will be unhealthy atmosphere created between them for in case they want to get back together, because they have gone to the police, and sometimes the police may take serious action against one of the spouses, mostly the husband. The family life is affected even if the spouses want to get back together. I request all the husband and wife not to take hasty decision of approaching the police immediately when they have difficulty in their marriage. Always bear in mind that your well-being, your family is the first place that you have to give importance. If the such problems which have been created during the course of your marriage can be addressed in a better way by involving the elders of the family, or with a discussion between the husband and wife having an open mind to accept the faults and errors between them, is always a wiser way to dissolve disputes. However, when the disputes cannot be solved and they are serious issues or difficulties or situations created by the spouses, then such spouse can always avail a stay order from the courts. I hope I am clear about the stay and injunctions to be availed from the family courts by the spouses. Namaste.